Hello everyone on this beautiful but yet windy Saturday afternoon from the nation's capital in Canada, Ottawa, Ontario, as Loudoun FC come on to face Ottawa FC here in week 4 action. Gordon Smith alongside myself, Tyler McDonald. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And Gordon, it's a very windy day here. It's going to be a factor in today's game with the gusting winds. Loudoun FC coming down their 4th game of the season, 4 of 6 to start off on the road, and yet with
early season to get that first win.
Players to watch here for today's game for Loudoun FC. It's going to be Kyle Murphy. He'll be wearing the armband today.
Yeah, with Griffin Yao being called up to the DC United squad to play in Colorado. Terrific for a 16-year-old to be getting that sort of exposure is incredible. But the onus now falls on the shoulders of Kyle Murphy as a striker, possibly a lone striker up front, to be looked upon to get the goal or goals that will give the 3 points to Loudoun.
For Ottawa Fury FC, it'll be Kevin Olivieri. He's been someone that Fury have been wanting to step up this season like he did last season.
Yeah, you know what, last season when we saw Kevin play an awful lot in that midfield three, he was so good at trying to get beyond the strikers and giving that extra option in the box. He's a little bit isolated, I think, right now, out wide, up front, but I think it's just a matter of time before he gets his legs stretched and is able to be the match winner that we all know he can be.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, action here at TD Place. AJ Jacobak, Graham Ivory will be on the call. You're watching Ottawa Fury FC Soccer.
This program brought to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at gabrielpizza.com.
I waited till I was 49, 4 months short of my 50th birthday to start. Wish I'd started a lot earlier. Just start. The first step's the hardest. It's never a direct route to get there. What better investment can you make? Because without health, we've got nothing.
All right, everyone got everything?
Let's go.
I have to go pee.
All right, okay.
All right,
Okay.
here we go.
Wait, Dad, hold on. Something.
Okay.
All right.
I need my pillow.
Christopher!
Nah. No. You can't take that.
The brand new 3-row Subaru Ascent. The perfect family SUV for your mostly perfect family.
There are 8 million kids in Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be cyberbullied. By the end of the month, 1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Welcome back inside TD Place. AJ Jacobak, Graham Ivory with you as we get set for this one today between Ottawa Fury FC and Loudoun United. And let's get right to the starting 11 for both these teams, as the starting 11 is brought to you by Gabriel Pizza, Ottawa's bigger, better pizza. And for Loudoun United, well, they told us they're working a 3-6-1, but we have to believe it's going to be a 4-4-2 based on what they've done in the past. Dow, Hawkins, Saravia, Verfurth. You've got Earl Edwards Jr., the former Orlando City keeper, in goal. Pilato, Bustamante, Cadono, and Presley, Loudoun, and Kyle Murphy. Murphy, we know, will be up top. Now let's have a look at Ottawa Fury. A couple of changes highlighted by Callum Irving starting in goal, replacing David Monsalve. A back four of Jeremy Gagnon, Laparé, Dakota Barnathan, Thomas Mayer-Jaguar, and Carl Howarth moves back to right back. It's Valfal, Charlie Ward and Chris Manella in midfield, and Kelvin Oliveira, Moore Sam, and Cristiano Francois. So a couple of changes. Irving in goal, and Graham also, we see Carl Howarth move back to right back instead of Jamar Dixon, and Kevin Oliveira moves out to the wing. Moore Sam, who looked pretty good as a substitute coming on, the Senegalese striker, will work into the starting lineup along with Irving.
Yeah, I don't think we should be surprised with any of the changes that Nikola Popovic made to his squad following that 3-0 defeat last weekend in Nashville. And you're right, Moore Sam looked good when he came on as that second half sub. Some great footwork, good opportunity created on a set piece. And Callum Irving, look at this guy, knows how to play at this level, and that's nothing against David Monsalve, but you knew that it was kind of be that 1A, 1B type scenario with those two goalkeepers, and now Callum Irving given a chance to see if he can grab hold of the reins, kind of like what we saw last year when he started things off for Ottawa, and then when Maxime Crépeau came in, he really grabbed hold of the reins and took it the distance the rest of the way.
So we're underway. Ottawa moving right to left in this first half with their white kits and black stripes, black numbers, white socks. It's the all-black kits for Loudoun United. Moving left to right in this first half. For those unfamiliar, Loudoun in the Washington, D.C. area, Northern Virginia, and they are the affiliate club of D.C. United. Pretty good sports year for that Northern Virginia, D.C. area. Washington Capitals winning a Stanley Cup. Virginia Cavaliers winning the NCAA basketball tournament. As Loudoun work it back to Verforth. And it comes now to Harry Hawkins. To the keeper, Earl Edwards Jr. He's always been part of the all-name team here whenever they've played Ottawa Fury. As Fury work it down the left side, a shot, and Edwards able to make the save. Good shot there from Kevin Oliveira. And this will be an Ottawa corner, the first of the match here in the second minute.
Yeah, he struggled with that one. I don't know if it kind of skipped funny on him, but that was a near goal for Kevin Oliveira coming off that left flank. And yes, AJ Earl Edwards Jr., familiar name to fans. You might remember a couple years ago the school day game against Orlando City B, and this guy stood on his head for 90 minutes and what turned out to be a 0-0 result a couple years ago. Of course, this year's school day game slated for the 8th of May, so just a few weeks off now.
So here's a left-footed in-swinger from Moore Sam. First corner of the match, and it is headed clear. As Ottawa on the front foot early. Barnathan and Howarth giving chase. Now Gagnon Lapare, and he'll win the ball. Val Fowl trying to work his way into the penalty area. Goes down, and referee says play on. Referee today is David Barry. The assistants Peter Pendley and Jason Olinsky. Serge Topalian is the fourth official. And through 3 minutes, Ottawa certainly with the early surge.
And that was a good example there in that last sequence by Gagnon Lapare and Howarth. If that's the type of pressure that Ottawa needs when the opposition has possession inside their own defensive third, because what we do know about Loudoun is that they will be able to move the ball around quite well, but Ottawa needs to have that pressure on the ball carrier and create some turnovers just like they did on that last sequence.
It's a young Loudoun side, especially on the bench where they've got all academy players outside of Callie Brown, the backup keeper. Justice Akinlasodu, Jack Villatoro, Brian Kao, and Brennan Conger. For Ottawa on the bench today, backup keeper is David Monsalve. You've got Nana Adakora, Robert Boscovich, Daniel Kanumbe, Jamar Dixon, Aiden Daniels, and Sean Hundle, all Canadian players. And you've got 5 Canadians in the starting lineup for Fury as well. 8 Americans on this Loudoun side. Throw in for Loudoun, far touchline. And this goes out of touch as Carl Howarth gets it right back in play. Chested down towards Sam by Oliveira. Comes center circle for Charlie Ward, who's been excellent so far in his first 3 games for Ottawa Fury. Wide left, Gagnon Lapare. As the ball comes free, and it's won back by Ward, but now Loudoun will counter here. It's Loudoun. The ball for Kyle Murphy. And a good challenge there. Sending it out for a corner is Thomas Mayer-Giguère, and it'll be the first corner of the match as we're 5 minutes in for Loudoun United. This from the far corner flag.
Great work by Thomas Mayer-Giguère. Good communication with his back line. Staying goal side of the opposing player, and then good effort just to knock it away from Kyle Murphy for the corner.
Right-footed in-swinger from the far corner flag. Delivered by Connor Presley. And it's headed out for a goal kick in the 6th minute, 0-0.
And that's the type of play you want to see early from Thomas Mayer-Giguère, who I thought really had some uncharacteristic plays in that home opener against Nashville. There was a couple times he lost his mark, was beat by his man, and that's what resulted in a couple of the goals from Nashville. So you want to see a better performance from him, who was a player that was so consistent for them defensively last season.
Good ball towards Cristiano Francois, but he couldn't keep it in play. It'll be a goal kick for Loudoun United. For our American viewers, be sure to tune in on Wednesday. That'll be April 17th for the ESPN USL Championship Game of the Week on ESPN3, featuring new expansion side Austin Bold hosting last year's Cup runner-up Phoenix Rising. That's the Game of the Week, Wednesday on ESPN3 in the United States. Throw in for Loudoun as they work it in for Cadono. Trying to feed Loudoun, and it'll be a Loudoun throw. Far touchline. Dow gets it in. Cadono. And it goes off Cadono last. This will be a goal kick for Ottawa.
Richie Williams is the head coach of visiting Loudoun United, and he is a 3-time MLS Cup winner, and no surprise was part of DC United, and is also a former assistant coach with the U.S. men's national team program.
Ball in the air just inside the Loudoun half. Barnathan gives up possession, and Cadono gains control for Loudoun United. Works it out wide right. Flag is up. Ball is out. It's an Ottawa throw. For Fury, there's no such thing as a must-win at this time of year, but certainly wanting to assert themselves after a good start on the road with a win and a draw against Charleston and Birmingham. That 3-0 loss to Nashville last week, not a great performance against a very good side. And for Ottawa, they want something in front of the home fans here today.
When you looked at those first 3 games, I'm sure if they were going through the season from start to finish, they would have looked at those first 3 games on their calendar and said, hey, if we were at 4 points after those 3 games, we'd be satisfied. Now, were they satisfied with their performance last week? Probably not. There were certainly some things to work on, as there were plenty of positives to come out of that game as well. But most importantly, you got 4 points out of 6 away from home to start the year. You still need to get your points at home, especially against a side like Loudoun, an expansion side. You talked about the youth in the squad earlier in the broadcast. So these are 3 points that you have to take, because you get the 3 points this early in the season. You're keeping pace with that kind of top 8, top 10.
Here's Ottawa on the counter. Good ball into Sam with a left-footed drive, and that misses as he was fed in the middle by Cristiano Francois. It'll be a goal kick, 10th minute, 0-0. Let's go down pitch side. Here's Tyler McDonald.
Has a bleeding nose right now on the pitch, so he's kind of working through it and receive some gauze, but we might see a couple stoppages so he can get that fixed
Here's Cristiano Francois again, winning possession, plays it out wide on the right. Sam inside the Loudoun penalty area with the cross. It goes off Francois. And now it's Kevin Oliveira with a pass into the middle, cleared outside the 18-yard box. Comes back towards Valfal. Shout for a handball, and it's outside the penalty area, so this will be a free kick, but pretty much dead center and just outside the 18-yard box of Loudoun. Great opportunity for Ottawa with a set piece that'll come just after 10 minutes have been played.
Great sequence by Ottawa there. Good ball movement, and then Valfal brings it down nicely, tries to flick it over himself. Handball earns the free kick here right on the lip of the 18-yard box, and immediately when the call was made, Captain Carl Howarth sprinting over to the spot. We'll see if he's the taker. Valfal in there as well, looking like he wants it. More Sam in there too. He's kind of ushered out by Kevin Oliveira. And a great opportunity here inside now the 11th minute for Ottawa to get on the board early.
Here we go, free kick just outside 18 yards. Dead center. And it is Valfal going low and can't breach the wall. Ottawa's still in possession though. Sam. Oh, good play by Carl Howarth. Works past one defender, and he does win an Ottawa throw. They take it quickly as Francois moves it back to Charlie Ward. Now to Manella. Mayor Jaguar. Here's Ward. Cross for Barnathan. Halfway line. Barnathan gets it to Foul. Ahead towards Francois. Francois with the shot off the half volley, and he puts it over the net. But again, a good opportunity for Ottawa to open the scoring. 12th minute, 0-0.
Well, that was the only option there for Cristiano Francois, was to hit it first time. Great delivery over the top. Ball didn't check up too kindly for him, so it was kind of not in the best position for Francois to hit it on the volley. But this is kind of penetration into the 18-yard box that we didn't see really at any point last Saturday against Nashville.
Cadono works it on the right side for Presley. Looks to get the cross in, and Gagno Lapare puts a boot in to send this out for a Loudoun corner. 13th minute, 0-0. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Right-footed outswinger near corner flag, and it goes right to Cristiano Francois. He couldn't get past Dow, and comes back to Saravia, who plays it to the keeper, Earl Edwards Jr. Launches this back into the Ottawa half. Header won by the Furies' Charlie Ward as it comes ahead on the right. It's Cristiano Francois. And goes off him last. This will be a Loudoun United throw. Fans, you can follow your team and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. It's, of course, in the United States. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+. As it's cleared out from the Ottawa penalty area. And watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. That's in the United States.
Great challenge on that last opportunity by Gagno Lapare to prevent a sure ball into the danger zone around the penalty area, where there was two Loudoun players awaiting that delivery, but yet another set piece now coming to the visitors.
Connor Presley with the right-footed outswinger. Gets it onto the head of Harry Hawkins, the Englishman. It comes back to Presley. Near side of the pitch, and looked like it was close to going out of touch again, but this will be grabbed by Callum Irving, and great opportunity for him. He was certainly a very important part of Ottawa's team 2 seasons ago in 2017. And last year was a tough start for everyone for Ottawa Fury in USL play, replaced by Maxim Crépeau, and he had a record-setting campaign that earned him a spot with the Vancouver Whitecaps. Here's more Sam for Ottawa. Gives it a go from a sharp angle, and that misses wide on the short side, and this will be a goal kick for Loudoun United as we approach the first quarter of an hour played, 0-0 here at TD Place.
Just looking on that last play before Callum Irving sent the ball forward, and Carl Howard just flying up the right-hand side well into the Loudoun half, and you see Charlie Ward kind of tucking back almost as if they're playing with a third center back, with Ward tucked in and Gagnon Laparé making the run further up the left channel as well. So watch for that here this afternoon as Ottawa's 2 wingbacks really pushing higher up the pitch.
Throw here from Dow. And this goes off the Loudoun player last, Andrew Loudoun, and it's an Ottawa throw now. Far touchline, Howarth gets it in. Dow wins the header though, and Loudoun back in possession. Loudoun stepped on the ball, and that allows Manella to play it forward towards Kevin Oliveira. Now on the right channel, it's Cristiano Francois. Francois works his way to the byline with the cross. Looked like it went off him last, and it is a goal kick for Loudoun United.
Yeah, unfortunate bounce there for Francois. Made a good run after Oliveira tracked the through ball from Manella down nicely as he tried to find it through to Moore Sam, who was breaking to the near post, but that last bounce goes off the chest of Francois for another goal kick.
Still scoreless, 17th minute here in Ottawa. The snow is still on the ground, but finally we've got a beautiful day. It's been a dreadful winter, 16 degrees Celsius for our American viewers. Beautiful afternoon, by far the nicest day of 2019 after one of the harshest winters this nation's capital has ever seen. Fury attacking on the right side, it's Carl Howarth. Works it in for Francois, left-footed drive, and not a bad effort, but it ends up going right to the keeper, Earl Edwards Jr., no trouble, and Ottawa continues to create some pretty good pressure offensively. Here's Dow for Loudoun. Into the Ottawa half, header won by Ottawa's Thomas Mayer-Giguère. Goes out for a Fury throw. Howarth. Manella. Here's Sam. Now foul, and back to the right back, Carl Howarth, who finished last season in that role. He's played the bulk of his 6-year career here in Ottawa up top. Already has a goal and an assist this season playing up top, but certainly Ottawa unable to generate much and looking to change things here today. Moore Sam played so well off the bench, they wanted to get him out of the fray, so why not put him in that spot in between Oliveira and Francois and move Howarth back to right back.
Well, I liked what we saw from Carl Howarth to finish the season last year in that role.
As Oliveira looks to draw a foul outside the penalty area, and no go, says the referee Barry. Now it comes to Francois. Cristiano Francois has been very active early in this match. Out wide right, Carl Howarth cuts into the middle. Picks out Sam, little 1-2 back to Howarth. And Howarth's going to earn Ottawa a corner here as the pressure continues to mount. 19th minute, 0-0.
Well, you wouldn't think he's a right back with the position he was just in, but that's the benefit of having a player with his pace and his ability of Carl Howarth. He almost just needed about another foot of space to try and get beyond the defender.
Moore Sam with the left-footed outswinger, and the wind's playing a real factor. You could tell actually on that shot from Cristiano Francois that the wind played a factor, and probably to Francois' detriment, that went right to Earl Edwards Jr. and the wind blowing this ball as they finally get the corner in. It's delivered right at the edge of the 6 and cleared away. Header from Harry Hawkins, and Ottawa wins a throw, which they look to take quickly. Howarth now to Charlie Ward. Into the middle for Chris Manella. Now Barnathan. Wide left. Gagnon Lapare. Now Charlie Ward. Ahead for Carl Howarth. To Moore Sam. Two players on him, and this will be a Loudoun throw.
In terms of the wind, and you might be able to speak to this more with talking to Red Blacks kicker Lewis Ward, but the way that the stadium's designed, because you've got the condo tower on the one end and the scoreboard and then open at the other, the wind can kind of blow through in some different channels if it's coming in off the canal, kind of from the south side across to the north, but then you got it whipping in the other way if you look at the way the flags are blowing. So certainly something that will play a factor here this afternoon.
I'll tell you one thing, it's certainly not like the wind at Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. That however they designed the stadium and
that can blow it right back
around.
to you.
It went from east-west to north-south or vice versa, and that is an absolute wind tunnel now. As we head down pitch side, there's an injured Loudoun player being attended to right now. Let's hear now from Tyler McDonald.
Thank you very much, AJ. A lot of instructions coming off the Loudoun bench, and a lot of them directed toward the defenders, trying to position them in certain scenarios as they try to work towards a good transition game for Loudoun. It seems to be the key of the game. Just down injured there for Loudoun FC was Harry Hawkins, and we have some Loudoun players warming up on the bench. We'll see if Hawkins can continue in this match. Seemed to be a right knee or leg injury for Hawkins, but looks like he will continue in this match as well. Back to you guys.
Yeah, he's walked off under his own steam and just working on his leg a little bit. 22nd minute here at TD Place. Still scoreless, but Ottawa certainly created a lot more opportunities than they did in the last home match, albeit, again, Nashville maybe as difficult a proposition as you'll see in USL Championship this year.
Harry Hawkins, no stranger to USL action, featured with Penn FC last season. A few players that are part of the Loudoun squad this year that featured in USL last year. Striker Kyle Murphy was a teammate of Charlie Ward in San Antonio. Andrew Loudoun was a teammate of Cristiano Francois in Pittsburgh. Connor Presley was with Rio Grande Valley, and Dow was with North Carolina FC. So certainly players in this squad with ample experience, and as we mentioned in the early part of the broadcast, the goalkeeper Earl Edwards Jr. Lots of experience there during his time with Orlando City and Orlando City B, and then getting signed with DC United. And even the backup keeper, Callie Brown, coming over from Seattle Sounders.
Fury in possession, building up from the back as Barnathan gets it ahead to Gagnon Lapare. It's played wide right by Val Fowl to Carl Howarth. Far touchline. And it's another Ottawa throw once again. Who's up, who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday on the official USL Championship Power Rankings on USLChampionship.com. Fury work it forward. Ward to Manella. Wide right. Howarth, Sam. Quick little 1-2 with Francois. Gets it wide left to Gagnon Lapare. Edge of the 18. Now to Oliveira. Back to Gagnon Lapare. Will he give it a go? Dishes. Oliveira onside. And too many black shirts unable to get the shot as it's cleared out for an Ottawa throw.
Again, Ottawa doing good work around the perimeter of the 18-yard box and able to get possession inside the penalty area. Again, something that they couldn't do much of last weekend, but just needs a little bit quicker decision making just because of the volume of black shirts that are in that penalty area, as Loudoun really collapsing around their 6-yard box.
You can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for your team and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on your team's next match. Go to ESPN.com and click follow for your club. Fury looking for...
I need to see a replay on that one, but that one for sure looked like Oliveira had the heels clipped on the run through. I don't think there was enough there that call was going to come from David Barry. You look at the replay, at first glance I thought his heels were clipped, but yeah, there might have been a bit of a push on the back, but it's going to take more than that, I think, to earn a penalty at this stage of the match.
Certainly Kevin Oliveira felt otherwise, and Nikola Popovic as well.
Well, he's getting into the right spots, Kevin Oliveira, and he and Francois and even Val Fall have been in dangerous positions that certainly could create good opportunities for Ottawa as they continue to persist in Loudoun's half.
Loudoun's had a couple of corners, but beyond that, it's been pretty much one-way traffic from right to left in this first half.
Well, we were joking earlier in the broadcast about kind of this 3-6-1 formation that we were handed from them, and it's at times almost looks more like a 6-3-1 with just how they collapse in and around the 18-yard box this afternoon.
Fury in possession in their own half. It's Charlie Ward. Barnathan wide left for Gagnon Lapare in the Loudoun half. More Sam for Kevin Oliveira. Trying to cut inside, gets it back to More Sam, just inside the 18-yard box. And his ball is met and intercepted, but Ward reads it perfectly, wins it back. Now to Gagnon Lapare. Plays it into the middle and cleared away by Harry Hawkins. And Hawkins again launches this high into the air.
It was a great read on that last play by Charlie Ward, and just given the pressure that Ottawa has been able to get on Loudoun, it'd be nice to see him push just a little bit further up the pitch when you see what his skill set can offer.
Loudoun with a throw in the 28th minute, 0-0. Passing accuracy 80% to 63% right now for Ottawa Fury FC. A pretty good indication of how much they're dominating the proceedings, but still scoreless as Cristiano Francois gets it back to Carl Howarth. Just inside the Loudoun half. Howarth forced back and plays it to Mayer Giguère. Cross for Charlie Ward. Head to Val Fowl. Wide left, Barnathan. It comes to Gagnon Lapare. Plays it into the middle, and Harry Hawkins will leave it. Earl Edwards Jr. will scoop it up. See if Loudoun can keep possession for a sustained period. They've had trouble with that, as once again they give up possession. Presley, and here comes Gagnon Lapare into the middle for Cristiano Francois, about 35 yards out. Looked like a handball there, and yeah, it will be a free kick for Ottawa.
Well, if someone was down that right channel for Ottawa, Loudoun really would have been in trouble as everyone shifted over to the opposite side. But there was just really no option for Francois other than to try and find Manella, who was coming through the middle.
Just beyond 30 yards, right of center. Carl Howarth will look to deliver this just inside the penalty area. Here's the delivery from Howarth. Oh, he's going for goal, and it misses the target high. It'll be a goal kick for Loudoun United in the 29th minute, 0-0.
The wind took it.
I don't mind the decision there, honestly. Why not? With the way the wind is blowing, it's all over the place here. You could really catch the keeper with a ball that maybe is supposed to go one way and starts to swirl another.
Just look at that goal kick. As soon as it got up at a certain height, the wind just sucked it back down. Couldn't even get it outside of his own half. And this is a keeper who can get it close to the opposing 18-yard box on a good day.
Harry Hawkins going forward, trying to shake Cristiano Francois, and he'll move this wide right, just inside the Ottawa half. It's the ball trying to thread the needle down to Presley. It was Saravia. It's sent out of touch for a Loudoun throw.
Well, and it's instances like these that Ottawa just needs to remain sharp, because while they've been in possession for a large part of this match and spending most of it in the Loudoun half, they can ill afford to have Loudoun come at them in a counter-attacking way and concede any opportunities. And when you look at last week's game against Nashville, Ottawa holding an impressive 65% possession, but it's really what you do when you have it, and Nashville so dangerous with that kind of front three, front four of attacking players that they have. And that really was the difference on the afternoon.
Fury chests it down here at the halfway line. Barnathan, it comes back to Mayer Giguère in the Ottawa half, and he sends this into space. Dow, as Francois forces it off of him, and it will be a Loudoun throw as we played the first half hour of this match. Still scoreless. Manella trying to win it off of Loudoun. It goes center circle. Off of Cadono, and Gagnon Lapare will play it wide right to Carl Howarth. Charlie Ward in the middle for Ottawa. Ahead for Dakota Barnathan. Barnathan across the halfway line. Wide left for Gagnon Lapare. Ahead towards Sam. Broken up and played forward for Murphy. Here's Dow for Loudoun United. Long ball over the top, and Callum Irving says, I've got that, and takes it off the bounce inside the Ottawa penalty area. Charlie Ward. Dakota Barnathan. Wide left, Jeremy Gagnon Lapare. Ahead, giving chase is Kevin Oliveira. And he'll force Cadono into conceding a Fury throw. Gagnon Lapare gets it in for Oliveira. Into the middle for Manella. Wide right, it's Carl Howarth. Howarth trying to cut into the middle. Now Manella. Wide right, Francois. Quick little 1-2 with Howarth. Here's Francois with a ball into the middle. Took a deflection off a Loudoun defender. Comes up to Murphy, and Loudoun United will try to counter. Cadono knocked off the ball by Charlie Ward. It will be off of Loudoun last, and Fury back in possession. Val foul ahead for Gagnon Lapare. Inside the Loudoun half. Cuts into the middle. Val foul. On the right for Carl Howarth, just outside the 18-yard box. With the cross, it comes free, and now Sam with a shot, and it's his first Ottawa Fury FC goal. More Sam in the 34th minute off the cross from Carl Howarth. 1-0 Ottawa.
Well, they almost botched it there, AJ, with a great delivery from Carl Howarth to the back post, but amidst the confusion, More Sam comes out with the loose ball and slots home his first career goal in Fury colors. What a delivery from Carl Howarth. And More Sam tucking it in at the near post. And this could well be a goal that opens the floodgates for Fury FC.
Yeah, fortunate in one way. I mean, what a ball from Carl Howarth. But they kind of got in their own way, Oliveira and Sam, but nonetheless, no panic. That's the key. I mean, hey, right after they had collided, Oliveira got possession. Neat little pass across, laying it off to Sam, and a cool finish from the Senegalese striker. And Ottawa in front 1-0, and certainly it's not more than Fury deserve.
Well, and you go back to the starting lineup today and the decision to move Carl Howarth into that right back position that we expected him to be to start the year. And, well, that's what he can bring into that role. You're going to see a lot more assists likely than goals from Carl Howarth this season. Don't get me wrong, he has that ability to get up the park. But look at how he brought that ball down. That first touch, just remarkable. Killed the ball right to his feet. Next touch, curling it into that back post. And Ottawa gets the opening goal in the 34th minute. And I think this will be the first of a few we'll see here this afternoon if they continue on as they are.
Yeah, he won't get the assist. It'll be Oliveira's assist, but he was the certain creator of that goal for Ottawa.
Yeah, and, you know, statistics are what they are, I suppose, but it's one of those things that sometimes you see it a bit more in hockey when you have 2 assists, so you can really tell maybe who the playmaker is behind a lot of the plays. Well, you don't always get the gift of that in the sport of soccer. You think of, well, some of the best midfielders, a guy like Paul Scholes or Ryan Giggs, the number of plays that they've made, perhaps without the credit because you don't necessarily see it on the score sheet.
All right, let's go down for a Fury update. Here's Tyler McDonald.
Much, AJ, and really not much instruction so far in this first half coming from the Fury bench, and Nikola Popovic seems to be pretty happy with the way his club is playing. But after that goal, the message was to keep pressing for Ottawa Fury FC, looking to snag another here before the half ends. Have to stay well defensively though, and you can't let Loudoun on that counterattack, as they have been very dangerous on the couple of chances that they've had on that counterattack. Back to you guys.
Shots are 7-1 at this juncture. 37th minute, 1-0 Ottawa Fury in the lead. Sandor Bustamante has received a yellow card as well for Loudoun as Gagnon Lapare gets it in to the middle. Oliveira. Foul. Loses possession. Here's Murphy. Gagnon Lapare able to win it back. And it goes beyond Sam for a Loudoun throw inside their own half. Both these teams with their 4th match of the season, as Loudoun is still looking for their first victory, 2 draws in their first 3 matches, and Ottawa with a win and a draw. As Fury win a free kick inside their own half, but things can change in a hurry. Right now the team's on 7 points, or 5th through 8th, and 2 of those teams have played 5 matches, so an Ottawa win would put them right in the mix with Nashville, New York Red Bulls 2, Bethlehem, and Atlanta United. St. Louis leads the way on 13 points in their first 5 games.
And that's Val Fall's former team, and if you've watched any of their games this year, they have been very impressive. Whether it's just the general run of play or their ability to grind out a match.
Charlie Ward moves it ahead to Foul, works it down the left channel. Here's Gagnon Lapare. Now to Moore Sam. Good pace, left-footed shot. Oh, didn't miss by much. Great effort from Moore Sam, who just about had his 2nd Ottawa Fury FC goal in quick succession, just 5 minutes after the first.
Well, if last week didn't tell you what type of player he's capable of being, and that goal didn't, this last opportunity, my goodness. Just great ball movement by the Fury, and Sam running right through the middle. Receives it in full flight and just missed out the back post.
Fury win possession. It's Manella to Howarth. Back to the keeper, Callum Irving. Barnathan. Gagnon Lapare. Now Dakota Barnathan. Here's Charlie Ward. For Dakota Barnathan. Back to Ward. Foul. Ward to Manella. Ward back to the keeper, Irving. He'll launch it forward. Cristiano Francois got a touch, but Loudoun in possession, won by Pilato. Back to Verfurth. Goes wide on the right. Here's Cadono. Now Bustamante loses it. Foul. Ahead to Cristiano Francois. Can Ottawa counter here? They get it to Carl Howarth, and he'll slow it down a little bit. Manella. Center circle, moves it out wide on the left. Chested down by Jeremy Gagnon-Lapare just inside the Loudoun United half. Now Barnathan. Moves it across for Charlie Ward. Sent forward by Thomas Mayer-Giguère, and here's Carl Howarth. Cuts inside, trying to feed Cristiano Francois. It's cut off, but it's that great touch again, that great first touch from Carl Howarth. He just stopped it on a dime and boom, cut inside and created an opportunity.
Well,
this will go out for a goal kick, or no, it's going to be off Loudoun last. It'll be an Ottawa corner.
And if you do the scouting on Ottawa, opposing teams know that when Howarth brings it down, he can skin you one of two ways. With the pace, he can push it and run to the outside, where he has the ability to cut into the middle, has a good left foot, and also works well on the outside of the right.
Left-footed in-swinger, far corner flag. More Sam with the delivery as it goes towards the back post, and the wind, I think, carried that one a little bit further than Sam would have liked. Again, a real factor here in this one, and it goes out, bounces inside the 6-yard box and out for a goal kick. 42nd minute, 1-0 Ottawa Fury FC in the lead on that 34th minute goal from Moore Sam. Foul wins a header now to Cristiano Francois. Back to Carl Howarth. Ball into the air, and it's out for a Loudoun throw. Second time, and again, I think that has to do with the wind. Second time a Loudoun throw has gone directly out of touch without even going into play, as they give up a throw the other way. But they do win it back through Cadono. Bustamante plays it to the near side, and Ottawa able to win possession here. Here's Dakota Barnathan. Now to Mayer-Giguère. More Sam. Mayer-Giguère wide left. Gagnon-Lapare. Plays it ahead to Oliveira. Back to Cristiano Francois. Edge of the 18. Leaves it here. A shot from Foul, and that's scooped up by Earl Edwards. 43rd minute. 1-0 Fury. And Mayer-Giguère wins back another ball here, as it'll be an Ottawa throw. Charlie Ward. Cross for Barnathan. Now Gagnon-Lapare. Ahead to Oliveira. Quick turn. Gagnon-Lapare. Into the middle for Foul. Charlie Ward. Pulling the strings in central midfield. Mayer-Giguère for Francois. Wide right. Howarth, good ball. Francois with some space. Gets the cross in. A little too far for his man Oliveira. Kept in play by Gagnon-Lapare. 64% possession for Ottawa in this first half, as Foul gives this an effort from outside the box and misses high, and it'll be a goal kick for Loudoun United. 45th minute, 1-0 Ottawa Fury FC, and we should get about 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Jaguar wins it. Back to Ottawa. Back for Ottawa's. Kango Lapere plays it to the keeper, Irving. Now Charlie Ward. One thing we should mention is Ottawa's clearly in all 3 matches had a better first half than the second half, so that's something that they'll have to work on if they have anywhere near the same type of success that they've had in the first half. In the second half, this shouldn't be a problem closing out 3 points here today, but Howarth gets it forward to Moore Sam. Now on the right side, Cristiano Francois, and he'll win at Ottawa corner as it's sent out. Good play sending it out for the corner by Noah Pilato.
Yeah, that was a crucial challenge from Pilato. Otherwise, Francois had a ball across the face of goal, and Sam was waiting in space. But if Ottawa continues to play like this in the second half, you know with the lead that they have, it's just going to wear down the opposite. You can see the ball just blow right away from Carl Howarth.
Like on a kickoff, you almost, in football, you need somebody to pin it. Carl Howarth, when there's that much wind. With the cross, an outswinger, comes high into the air, takes a bounce, and they're giving a free kick Loudoun United's way.
Yeah, Valfall setting a bit of a pick there to try and win possession for Ottawa as the ball was coming down in the air. But with Ottawa's, like, the volume of possession, we're 67% in this first half, and the ball movement, you know that if that continues on as this match goes.
Oh, here's a potential mistake, and Edwards comes out to bail out his defense. Is a little miscommunication, and in came Cristiano Francois to try and take advantage, and Edwards had to kick that out from 20 yards out.
Well, and that's why playing with that high line of pressure is so important, especially against the side that has some inexperienced players. You're going to see mistakes like that, or moreover, you can force mistakes like that.
Ottawa gives up possession here, but on the counter, Loudoun can't do anything with it. Put it behind Murphy. Fury back in possession.
Geez, Charlie Ward just so calm in possession. Just one little turn, turns off pressure, and makes that first pass to send Ottawa the other way.
Here's Oliveira now. He gives it a go from distance and takes a bounce before going into the waiting arms of Earl Edwards Jr. As we near the end of stoppage time here in the first half, and there is the final whistle in the first half. A halftime whistle with a score: Ottawa Fury FC 1 and Loudoun United 0. Let's go down and hear from head coach Nikola Popovic in conversation with our Tyler McDonald.
Thank you very much. Joined here by Nikola Popovic. Coach, how happy are you with your team's performance after the first half up 1-0 here?
I think we have to be very, very happy. I think everything is running according to the plan. We are being patient, waiting for the pockets to open, and the moment they open, we go and we strike them. I think we already made 8 to 10 shots, and I think we just have to be careful on their direct football. The second balls have to be won on the half of the pitch. Yeah, but we have to keep on with this energy, and I think as the game progresses, I think we're going to have more chances.
How much of an effect does this win have on the game so far, and is it a concern going into the second half as well?
I think we have to forget right away that we are winning. I think it's the same energy, same joy of play football. Doesn't matter what is the score. We have to stick for our performance and have to be high.
Thanks, Good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
I think he meant the wind and not the win, but nonetheless,
take it either way.
That's the way it goes. Well, it's a 1-0 lead at halftime for Ottawa Fury FC. Coming up, it is our halftime show. This is Ottawa Fury FC Soccer on TSN 1200 and, of course, all over the USL Championship Network. Whatever.
Good save.
This
Good
program brought
save.
to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at GabrielPizza.com.
these photos I had to dig for because I would hide from photos. I didn't want to be acknowledged. What I would say to my former self is just get started, just begin. Go into Good Life, meet with the trainer, go to a class, just start.
Come on, come on.
Come on, go make some friends.
It's so tough to give them a run in the city, but they really love it here. Be gentle, be gentle.
We're making friends. See the one that, well, it's just going in circles?
Yeah.
That's mine. Off, off, off.
Come on, time to go. Come here.
The all-new cross track.
Come here. Now.
It's up for
Oh
it.
no. Oh, there he goes.
I just shampooed him this morning.
There are 8 million kids in Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be cyberbullied. By the end of the month, 1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Welcome back here to TD Place after 45 minutes of play. It's Ottawa Fury FC 1, Loudoun United 0. As this week we got to talk to Coach Nikola Popovic on what his thoughts on this upcoming game against Loudoun United.
But it's very, very positive. I think we have a good energy between us. I think everybody understands that we have a very difficult game against Nashville. However, the performance was good. Of course, there is some things that we have to change, that we have to develop, and I think it's a learning process for them because, as I said, it's a very demanding model of play. And I think, of course, we, as you know, I don't know if you know, but we had some problems during the week because of the weather, to cancel one of the sessions because of the weather. But since we came Wednesday on the field, I think we are working well, and I think we're going to put a very good performance next Saturday. It's a difficult team. It's affiliated from DC, so it's very, very difficult to predict what kind of players they're going to use. It's a new team in the league. So we are trying to scout the last games that they've done, and from there we are trying to see what their strengths and weaknesses. I think the team is possessing very well the ball, are understanding very well the spaces. However, we have to be much more lethal on the last third. I think we have to create much more chances. We have to shoot much more at goal. We have to create these chances to score goals. It's not only about possession. And I think everybody have to understand the model is about possession. Yes, we want to control the ball, we want to control the game. However, it's not passing the ball just to pass the ball. It's passing the ball to create a chance to score a goal and to shoot a goal, to score a goal. So we have to be able to find this during our game next Saturday.
Just spray it right across.
Welcome back, and as you can hear, Nikola Popovic, his thoughts on Loudoun United this week. We'll now send it over to a couple of USL videos we have ready and queued up for you.
And Jameson's going to get to the ball off the giveaway, and Bradford Jameson's got the first goal, and San Antonio FC is on the board.
On his way. Here's Ryan Sierakowski into the penalty area. Sierakowski!
Oh! Weaving it forward. Oh, look, got a piece of that to Rob Dos Santos.
Plata, he'll take a shot, and a goal! Joao Plata!
Leo's ball, nice curl, this time headed for the goal!
This afternoon's match, a good ball into Lewis, what a strike! Zico Lewis.
Nice 1-2 there.
Here comes that scissors kick, and Isaac was alive to it.
Long range shot, curling it into the back of the net.
And it's going to be Lewis, he just takes the strike. And Brandon Miller manages to get just a hair on it.
Austin Cole strikes first. Good ball in, John Header.
He's going to give it a crack, deflected away by
Huntley lets it fly, and Juan punches it away.
And it is a goal.
Fleming's in for JJ.
Here's Nicoletto. 10
Bends over, beautiful curler. Marco Micheletto. To the right side of the box. Robinson punts back, looking for some help. Deflected there, chance in front of goal, stopped by Kirk.
Full head of steam. Perusa trying to chip the goalie, and that's exactly what happened.
Dennis. And that one off the crossbar, and Fitzgerald getting a piece of that.
Here's an opportunity. Zion buries it for the Red Wolves. Advantage for the rest of this game. Endo going right at it, punched out by Herrera. Outstanding effort.
Cox runs over it. Second chance, Vega there, back of the net. Near post, headed on into the back of the net. Triumph convert on the set piece. They're up.
Welcome back inside TD Place as our halftime continues as we have a look around the league. A couple news and notes from across the USL. Birmingham add JJ Williams, the newly signed player on loan from MLS's Columbus Crew. Louisville City, the head coach, returns to face the Tampa Bay Rowdies. That one squares off against at Al Lang Stadium this weekend. And the Athletics add a duo on loan from Columbus Crew, loaning out everybody, it seems, as goalkeeper John Kempen and midfielder Luis Argudo picked up on loan by the expansion Hartford Athletic. Look at some upcoming matches in the USL. Of course, some other games coming up later this evening. Charlotte Independence home to New York Red Bulls 2. That one should be an entertaining game as New York, again, looking very strong. Gord, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, another strong side. We'll have a look at the standings in a moment. They're taking on, or they're hosting the expansion Hartford Athletic. Atlanta United 2 host North Carolina. That one goes 7:30 this evening, as does Bethlehem home to the Charleston Battery. The Rowdies also home to Louisville City. That'll be a big match. Two Titans in the Eastern Conference. Colorado Switchbacks home to Reno at 8 o'clock. And having a look at the Eastern Conference standings, Gord, and we were talking about it in the first half and just how tight it's been and what a win for Ottawa could do today. Currently on 4 points, could vault them up potentially as high as fifth, depending on how the other fixtures go this weekend, then with 7 points. But you really look at a couple of the front runners who have come red hot out of the gate. St. Louis FC, who they spent like the last couple of years trying to get going, and then the Tampa Bay Rowdies, who on paper they've had a pretty solid squad the last number of years, but it seems to have all come together, at least to start, in the 2019 campaign.
Yeah, and the Fury coming up with St. Louis in the next little while. They're going to be taking them on again, so an awful lot to play for the Ottawa Fury coming up in the next few weeks. But we're slowly but surely starting to see some of the teams separating themselves from each other from the rest of the division.
Well, and don't even forget that Red Bull and Indy 11, they've still only played 3 fixtures, much like Ottawa, so those point totals perhaps not truly reflective of what they've been doing in the early goings of this USL championship season. All right, let's switch gears to that opening 45 minutes scored, and I think overall, as we heard from Nikola Popovic after that first half, very pleased with what his team's been doing. They're 67, I think 68% possession through that first half, really controlling it. But for me, it was that penetration inside the penalty area, which they really struggled to do last week against Nashville, but a much different story here this afternoon.
Well, I think that's the one key area we've seen this afternoon. The 3 forwards, historically for Ottawa, when they play, are so spread apart, but the interplay that we've seen this afternoon in the attacking third has been exceptional. I think that's just down to the new lad that's come in, as well. I mean, when he's come in, he's looked lively here. He did well when he came on last week, but this week, starting up front alongside Oliver and Francois, I think the 3 of them look really, really lively in the attacking third. The one thing that I did notice with the Ottawa Fury this afternoon is that back 4 of Loudoun is playing very, very narrow, which leaves all sorts of space for Haworth and Gagnon Laparé down the left. And the nice thing about it is the 4-3-3 that they're playing initially becomes a 3-4-3. Charlie Ward is just dropping in between the 2 stoppers, and your 2 fullbacks are just taking off right up the field, and it really is providing a nice bit of support for your 3 lads up front. So a very nice balanced attack, nicely balanced defence. Overall, it's been a very impressive first 45 minutes by Ottawa.
12 shots from Ottawa, 5 on target.
Yeah.
You can see the 68% possession. But what I want to also talk to you about is a move that we saw in that starting lineup, and that was the captain, Carl Howarth, moving to that right back position that we were told to start a year that's where he was going to play, but due to, I think, just by necessity, he started up front, was successful, so that's where he stayed. But now back in that role, you talked about how narrow Loudoun is playing and just what Howarth's been able to do up that right channel.
Yeah, it's been really nice to watch, and I think that was the original plan all along, was that Carl Howarth right back, get down that flank. When you look at the goal, the ball that was played in, he had far too much time to get that ball played into the box. A little bit of mix up at the back post, but in the end it worked good. Ball in the back of the net, 1-0 Ottawa. Fully deserved 45-minute lead.
1-0 for Ottawa Fury FC over Loudoun United FC through 45 minutes at TD Place. Our second half coming up next. This is Ottawa Fury FC Soccer.
This program brought to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at GabrielPizza.com.
I waited till I was 49, 4 months short of my 50th birthday to start. Wish I'd started a lot earlier. Just start. The first step's the hardest. It's never a direct route to get there.
What better investment can you make? Because without health,
They call it no subs at halftime for either team.
All right, everyone got everything?
Let's go.
I have to go pee.
All right, okay.
Can you get
Here we go.
your I guess,
Wait, Dad,
speaker
hold on,
to me
something.
turned up a bit
All
because I
right.
can't hear you over.
I need my pillow.
No.
Thanks.
The brand new 3-row Subaru Ascent. The perfect family
Oh, I
SUV
hear your gram,
for
yeah.
your mostly perfect family.
Can you hear me?
There are 8 million kids in
perfect.
Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be
AJ
cyberbullied.
with a nice save on.
By the end
you
of the
know, asking
month,
about win.
1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Well, it's all great to you then for the subs coming up.
Welcome back inside TD Place. AJ Jakubek, Graham Ivory on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. It is a little windy, but 16 degrees Celsius today in Ottawa as we're set for second half action between Ottawa Fury FC and Loudoun United. AJ Jakubek, Graham Ivory with you, along with Tyler McDonald and Gordon Smith. Sour about his Rangers. I think Scotty Arfield had a hat trick recently, though, so that's
last
good.
week he did.
That's good. That put him about 18 points back of the lead.
Oh, good grief. This coming from the Newcastle
Oh,
fan.
hey, we're going to be safe.
Yeah, only just.
10 points. Fury moving left to right in this second half with their white kits and black stripes on their sleeves. Black numbers, white shorts, white socks. And Loudoun moving right to left in this second half with their all black kits and white numbers. Ottawa with the 34th minute goal from Moore Sam, his first in Fury colors in just his second appearance and his first start. As they have the 1-0 lead and in possession now just inside their own half, it's Dakota Barnathan. Now to Jeremy Gagnon-Lapare. Charlie Ward, same 11 for both teams. Edwards, Dow, Hawkins, Saravia, Verfurth, Pilato, Bustamante, Cadono, Presley, Loudoun, and Murphy. For the visitors, for Ottawa, it's Irving in goal. Back four of Gagnon-Lapare, Barnathan, Mayer-Giguère, and Howarth. It's an opportunity down the left for Loudoun, and that's met and broken up by Mayer-Giguère. You've got Manella, Ward, and Fowl in midfield. Oliveira, Sam, and Francois up top for Ottawa. Played high into the air, and Gagnon Laparé will head it outside the Ottawa 18-yard box. Comes back and straight on the volley. It's Cadonal with a right-footed effort, and that's stopped by Callum Irving, who hasn't had too much to do. The shots are now 12-2, and that's the first shot on target. 5-1 in that department for Ottawa Fury as they dominated in the opening 45 minutes. Passing accuracy 86% to 64%. Possession 68% to 32%. But the reality is, for Loudoun United, they're one shot away. So for Ottawa Fury, still some work to do to get the 3 points.
Yeah, and nothing to be alarmed about at the moment, but would just like to see, I guess for lack of a better word, a bit more urgency from Ottawa to start this second half. Just press a little bit more, because you know that 2-0 goal, that's going to put this out of reach, because there's been nothing that we've seen from Loudoun here this afternoon that suggests that once you get that second, that there's a way back for them. And this is a team that's only scored 1 goal in their opening 3 games. That being said, they've only conceded 3, so you know you have to work to produce against this Loudoun side, but they don't necessarily have that efficiency in front of goal, albeit they're without Griffin Yo, who I think could well have been a bit of a difference maker, at least for Loudoun here this afternoon, as he was called up to DC United as they take on Colorado this weekend, I believe. Just 16 years of age, so a great opportunity for the young Loudoun striker.
Here's Dakota Barnathan for Ottawa, plays it over the top towards Francois, headed by Hawkins and cleared to the halfway line. As Murphy looks to counter, and getting back is Mayer Jaguar, and a good tackle. Plays this out for a Loudoun throw. For our viewers in the United States, be sure to tune in on Wednesday, April 17th for the ESPN USL Championship Game of the Week on ESPN3. It features new expansion side Austin Bold hosting last year's runner-up Phoenix Rising. It's the week's Game of the Week, Wednesday on ESPN3. Fury work it left to right here. Gagnon Laparé takes it from Barnathan. Trying to turn and feed Oliveira. Gets it back to Gagnon Laparé, who wins a free kick. Taken quickly by Val Fowl. Running onto it is Kevin Oliveira. Inside the penalty area. Oliveira trying to lay it off to Sam. But it's cleared away, and back comes Presley, and he wins a free kick for Loudoun. 51st minute, 1-0 Ottawa Fury. Loudoun in possession inside their own half. It's Hawkins. Now to Pilato. Harry Hawkins. Trying to pick out Murphy. It's headed away by Carl Howarth. Loudoun still in possession. Into the middle, it's Cadonal. Now for Loudoun at the byline with the cross, and dangerous, but in the 6-yard box, it's scooped up from the air by Callum Irving, and Ottawa looks to counter through Gagnon Laparé. Now Ward. Into the middle, Manella. Wide right, Carl Howarth. Now to Cristiano Francois. Quick turn, more Sam. And Cadonal will win a free kick for Loudoun United.
Well, foul called on Charlie Ward there as he went into the challenge. But the one thing that you'll see with Ward in this half, at least in the early going, is that he's playing much higher up the pitch.
Harry Hawkins for Loudoun United. Comes to Cadonal, but Barnathan steps up and boots it back into the visitors' half. Oh, given away here. Oliveira left-footed shot, and he takes advantage in the 52nd minute. Bad giveaway, and Kevin Oliveira deposits the second Ottawa goal. 2-0 Fury.
Well, and Earl Edwards Jr. just in complete disbelief. A horrible giveaway that leads to Kevin Oliveira's second goal of the season. And just a bit of a mix-up there. Absolutely not enough power on it, and that's why we talked about it in the first half. That high line of pressure and pressuring these Loudoun defenders, and that was an absolute gift for Kevin Oliveira. Made no mistake about it to give Ottawa that emphatic 2-0 lead.
Second goal of the season for Kevin Oliveira. The miscue there from Colin Verfurth as he looked to head that back to goal, and as you mentioned, just didn't get enough on it. Nowhere near. Cool finish from Oliveira, and he's got a goal and an assist here this afternoon.
Well, he was a player to watch in the pregame from Gordon and Tyler, and so far he has been the man to watch in Fury colors this afternoon.
Got a Loudoun note there on that goal.
Let's head down now and hear from Tyler McDonald, pitch side. Tyler.
Thank you very much, and message coming from the Loudoun bench. Had to dodge a soccer ball there for a second. Keep your head up down here. But message after that goal to Verfurth really was to just forget about it, to keep your head in and try not to get too disappointed in yourself, because they need him in this last little bit of the second half here, pardon me, as Loudoun looked to try and salvage something out of this game.
Well, they almost get one back here. Maybe their best opportunity of the match is Cadono's ball took a deflection, and Howarth did just enough on that back post to ensure that the finish from Loudoun did not make it a 2-1 contest, as that was clearly the best opportunity of the match for the visiting Loudoun United side.
Yeah, well, you got the gaping cage there, and perhaps you could just say that play tells you it just may not be their day. Their best opportunity as that cross took a deflection and ended up on the boot of Loudoun.
Wasn't quite the miss that we saw from Choupo-Moting PSG last week.
Could you imagine though? I've in my life never seen anything like it.
He didn't even have to touch it. It just would have went straight in. I think PSG's league standing though is okay. I don't think that's going to cost them the title.
No, it certainly won't, but I don't know. Is it complacency? What is it?
Free kick here for Loudoun in the 56th minute. This will be just beyond 30 yards out. Delivery from Presley. Dangerous ball, and it is taken by Callum Irving.
That was a great delivery.
Irving sends it back into the Loudoun half. Sam got a touch, but it comes to Loudoun. Wide left for Dow. As Dow works it towards the byline, but Chris Manella will send it ahead to Sam. We're going to see our first substitution of the match here shortly. Brian Kao is going to come into the match for Loudoun United as Ottawa again looks to break down the left side, but the flag is up for offside, and going to be KO coming on. And off goes Sandor Bustamante. Well, the key is not showing complacency. Up 2-0 here and controlling this match as Oliveira gets it ahead towards Sam, and cutting across was Hawkins to make the tackle.
All that coming from yet another Loudoun turnover in a dangerous area of the park that Valfall intercepted and almost sent Ottawa on their way.
Murphy with a good ball on the left, but flag is up for offside against Andrew Loudoun of Loudoun United.
Well, that might have been blown down as offside, but you see the ground that Carl Howarth is able to cover with his pace, and that is what makes him able to play a position like that. Defensively, he's always been very responsible regardless of where he's played to be able to track back. Just on plays like that, he's allowed to play a little bit further up the pitch because you know that he can inch back those 5 and 10 yards in short order.
Here's Chris Manella for Ottawa Fury. Barnathan. Gagnon Lapare. Barnathan. And this goes out for another Fury throw. I'm just glad Loudoun was so secretive with their lineup. I'm glad they were able to fool everybody. Really paid off. I love when you're silent in these moments, Graham. Here's Kevin Oliveira, left side. Gets it through to Val Fowl. Byline. And he's knocked to ground, didn't get the call. Back comes Loudoun. Down the right side for Murphy, and this will be an Ottawa throw.
It's just one of those things I've never understood. One, because I, believe in, proper preparation is what is kind of any team's key to victory. So, it doesn't matter if I look at your lineup card and I say, oh, shoot, a 3-6-1, what is this? How? No, I don't buy that. And I see it so much. I saw it at the PDL level. I've seen it at USL, and I said, look, if your goal is to play it at the highest level, those lineups are out at the first thing in the morning. You watch a Premier League game, you know who's starting where. You probably know it the day before. Never understood it, but competitive advantage, I suppose.
Or not.
yeah, or not is right. Not in this case.
Bush League, to be honest. I'm going to say it, Bush League. You want to be regarded as a top league, act like a top league, act professional. Bush League. Half hour.
Well, in fairness, though, right? That's coming from the club. That's not coming from the league.
I'm not blaming the league. I'm just saying if you want to act like a professional club, and it's coming from the manager. Let's be honest. It's not anyone else in the club. Oh,
just
offside flag is up
jumped a bit
here.
Too early.
Called a lot of sports in a lot of different leagues. In any league, that's Bush League. Anyways, I'm moving on, Graham. I just wanted to get that out.
Feel better?
Yep.
Good. Me too.
62nd minute, 2-0 Ottawa Fury. As Murphy moves it wide left for Dow. Into the middle it comes to Kale. Wide right, Saravia. His ball goes out. It'll be a goal kick for Ottawa Fury. Again, the substitutions for Ottawa Fury FC, the available subs today. David Monsalve, backup keeper. You've got Nana Adekora, Robert Boskovic, Daniel Kanumbe, Jamar Dixon, Aiden Daniels, Sean Hundle. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Daniels as the ball in towards Cristiano Francois is dealt with and sent out for a Fury throw.
Didn't check up, again, nicely for Francois, but what a fantastic ball to send him through.
Fury work it back to Mayer Giguère. Comes to Charlie Ward. Now to the keeper, Callum Irving. Launch forward to Moore Sam. Played in the air towards Francois. It'll be a Loudoun throw, 64th minute, 2-0 Ottawa in the lead.
Well, we have just under half hour to go, and Ottawa already at almost 400 passes on the match.
Oliveira for Ward.
And that man's at the crux of most of them in Charlie Ward.
Now Gagnon Laparé. To the keeper, Irving. Comes through Sam, now to Cristiano Francois. He loses possession, but comes back towards Irving, and Ottawa comfortably in possession once again. Ball kept in play by Gagnon Laparé. Comes back to Charlie Ward. Manella to Ward. Now Manella. Val foul. Good ball towards Cristiano Francois. Chests it down. Now it's inside the penalty area. Francois trying to get onto his left foot. He does get the shot, and Earl Edwards Jr. forced to make his save as he dives to his left to keep it out. 2-0 Fury, 65th minute here in Ottawa.
Well, again, good work by Cristiano Francois, but so much of that build-up came through Chris Manella and Charlie Ward playing fetch in the midfield. And I'll tell you one thing, I don't know the circumstances of what brought him to Ottawa, but when I watched the San Antonio games this year and knowing that he played there last year, I can't fathom why they would let a player of that caliber go. Could just as well have been his decision that he wanted to move elsewhere, but he has been a difference maker in each match for Ottawa this season.
Loudoun in possession. They get it out wide to Dow. Now to Loudoun. Dow stepping up Mayer Giguère, and he sends it out of touch for a Loudoun throw. Now it's KO for Loudoun. Back into the middle. Center circle, Verfurth for KO. Couldn't get beyond Barnathan. Ottawa could have numbers if they get it forward on the counter. And here's Kevin Oliveira on the left. Oliveira, 20 yards out. Leaves it for Cristiano Francois. The shot, and that just missed. Up high, trying to go top corner, and it will be a goal kick in the 67th minute for Loudoun United. Fury leading 2-0.
Great work between those two players, and as soon as Oliveira started cutting to the middle, Francois started cutting back the other way in behind him, and a great layoff, and Francois' effort just sent over the bar. Love the ball movement from Ottawa this afternoon. all fall again. We saw this last week against Nashville, and his ability just to kind of poke a toe in there and win back possession for Ottawa is fantastic.
Ottawa attacking again here as we're right before the midway point of the second half. Here's Francois with a shot, trying to go on the short side and misses for another goal kick.
I'll appreciate the effort, but you can see the hands on the hip of Morris Sam, who Francois had drawn such a crowd to that right side that Sam was open right around the penalty spot area. Now, was there a passing lane? I'm not too sure, but the channels are starting to open up for Ottawa as Loudoun have to spread out now, trailing by 2 goals.
Corner coming up for Loudoun in the 69th minute. As Presley will go across and take this. It'll be a right-footed in-swinger from the near corner flag. Ooh, it hit Val Fowl right in the midsection, and looks like he's okay, but limping up as Ottawa breaks on the right side. Francois trying to pick out Dakota Barnathan of all people. The center back.
You checked for a second time, didn't you?
No, I noticed the orange shoes. It's a dead giveaway. He's the only guy with orange boots out there for Ottawa. '70th minute, and for those not listening on TSN 1200, yeah, he got that right where you don't want to get it. So we've got substitution number 2 for Loudoun United. Saravia off and Villatoro on.
Turn that into a GIF.
'70th minute, 2-0 Fury. Goals from Moore Sam and Kevin Oliveira.
Looks like Aiden Daniels is about ready to check into the game for Ottawa, and much like Moore Sam, he made a good impression in his Fury debut last week.
Presley with a cross that's headed by Mayor Jaguar. Loudoun trying to find some room, and it's cleared away towards Francois. Sounds like Val Fowl will be replaced by Aiden Daniels. So he'll get an opportunity to tend to that midsection. Foul. Now to Kevin Oliveira on the left, and he gives up possession, but Ottawa will get it right back. Carl Howarth ahead for Francois. Down the right, he plays it back to Howarth. Now Manella. Comes out wide left. Here is Gagnon Lapare. Now Charlie Ward. Barnathan. Gagnon Lapare. More Sam for Oliveira. Howarth now to Mayor Jaguar, as Ottawa just content to keep possession in the middle third of the park.
Well, that was almost
foul committed by Oliveira. It'll be a Loudoun free kick in the 73rd minute 2-0 Fury.
Oliveira gets a yellow card for that challenge, but if you count the passes, I think that was, 27, 28 consecutive passes as Ottawa maintaining possession and moving it around nicely. And now we'll see Aiden Daniels come into this match in place of Val Fall, who again, you may not see it on the score sheet, but another impressive effort from the German in the Ottawa midfield here this afternoon.
So Aiden Daniels in, Val Fall out. Substitution number 1 for Ottawa. Down goes Cristiano Francois. Free kick, Ottawa inside their own half.
It looks like they'll push Daniels up higher and Oliveira will draw back more into the midfield.
Let's head down pitch side. Here's an update from Tyler McDonald.
Thank you very much, AJ. And over on the Ottawa Fury FC sideline, Coach Nikola Popovich has messaged to his team to hold the ball in the midfield, be possessive, and let Loudoun come to them. They want to see their openings come up and be a little more passive in the rest of this game to see out this 2-0 lead.
Carl Howarth working against 2 defenders, and he's able to win a free kick with some fancy footwork down that near touchline.
Well, a couple of good challenges on the previous play before Howarth brought out the schoolyard trickery by Thomas Mayer-Giguère to thwart any opportunities from Loudoun. But really, when you look at last week's defeat to Nashville, AJ, it was just a couple of defensive lapses from Ottawa that led to those, well, really all 3 goals from Nashville, and they've looked far more structured and confident inside their own defensive third. Not that Loudoun has threatened like Nashville did last week, but much better effort defensively from Ottawa, and their transition game has been quite impressive through 75 minutes here today.
Chris Manella with a ball down the right flank, and here comes Cristiano Francois again. Francois wins an Ottawa throw. Barnathan on the left and Mayer-Giguère on the right as Mayer-Giguère plays it back to the keeper, Irving. Headed by Gagnon Lapare. Now Aiden Daniels down the left. Daniels to the byline and gets the cross in. And Earl Edwards takes that. Great work from Aiden Daniels, fresh off the bench.
Well, and that's where a sub like this can be so effective for Ottawa when you've really tired out the opposing defenders with the possession that you've had and the chasing you've made them do, and now you bring on some fresh legs and a bit of pace. And Aiden Daniels with a good run down that left side.
Into the 77th minute, 2-0 Ottawa Fury. Pilato. Takeo. It's moved wide right. Beyond Villatoro, and it'll be an Ottawa throw. Gagnon Lapare gets it in play. Oliveira. And this will be a free kick for Ottawa. Just inside their own half, leading 2-0 on goals from Moore Sam in the 34th minute, Kevin Oliveira in the 52nd. It's been comfortable basically from start to finish, but still 13 minutes plus stoppage time to go for Ottawa to secure the 3 points and their second win of the season.
Oh, great ball.
Gagnon Lapare gets it to more Sam. Probably should have shot, and selfishness to Cristiano Francois, just wasn't ready for it. It'll be a Loudoun throw. KO. His ball met in the 18-yard box by Fury keeper Callum Irving. KO for Loudoun. Just short of the halfway line. His ball met, and Gagnon Lapare will move it middle of the park for Charlie Ward. Manella. Comes back to Ward. Now Oliveira. Ward for Mayor Giguère. The keeper Irving. Down the right, Carl Howarth. Fury throw, 80th minute. Leading 2-0. As Sam feeds Francois. Sam, flag is down. Francois trying to get the cross in for Daniels, and just out of his reach. As Ottawa maybe a couple feet away from making it 3-0 right there. We saw more Sam score his first Fury goal. Could we see Aiden Daniels follow up as well? And Cristiano Francois, another player looking for his first Fury marker up front. As Murphy's ball met by Gagnon Lapare, it stays in play.
Turf still frozen in that part. That was quite the skip the ball took.
It's a Fury free kick now. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go.
Well, almost 61% possession in this second half, and 65% possession on the match again for Ottawa this afternoon. And you know, Tyler, one of Tyler's keys to an Ottawa victory today was possession with a purpose. And well, you see the purpose behind the 65% that Ottawa's had against Loudoun. Over 500 passes again here this afternoon, and the benefit to having the control of the match is you can dictate the pace, and now Ottawa is kind of grinding it to a tempo that they prefer in these final 10-15 minutes.
Down the left side, Fury attacking. It's Aiden Daniels on loan from Toronto FC. Now to Gagnon Lapare. Here's more Sam. Trying to get it onto his left foot. Comes back to Oliveira. Gives it a go from distance, and that misses the target. It'll be a goal kick for Loudoun United in the 82nd minute. 2-0 Ottawa Fury FC.
Yeah, not a bad idea from Kevin Oliveira. Needed to get round the ball a bit more there, but again, good movement by Ottawa. Aiden Daniels again impressing coming in off the bench.
Fury push it to the halfway line. Harry Hawkins for Loudoun United. Now KO. Pilato. Wide left for Dow. With the cross, it's met by Mayer Jaguar. And Howarth plays it ahead towards Francois. As Hawkins wins it back. His ball met by Mayer Jaguar. Cadono, though. For Dow. Hawkins' ball cleared away by Carl Howarth. KO now in possession for Loudoun United. Free kick for Loudoun. Far touchline, 84th minute, 2-0 Fury. This one about 35 yards out. Presley with the delivery, headed away by Gagnon Lapare. And down the right side goes Cristiano Francois as he concedes, or he wins an Ottawa throw.
Howarth had half a mind there to take it quickly and see if he could send more Sam long.
As Francois called for the foul, getting past Hawkins, who went to ground. He was the last defender.
Well, you got to give Francois credit. He's a battler, and he's always going to be coming up against some bigger center backs. We saw it last week. We're seeing it again this afternoon against Hawkins, but he finds that way to push through, stay on his feet, and he has the pace to get beyond players and also draw fouls.
Well, Sean Hundel's going to make his Ottawa Fury debut here. Another player on loan from Toronto FC. More Sam will be replaced up top. Fury concede another free kick.
Well, Jay, I think it's safe to say that More Sam has earned himself a spot in that starting 11 next week after what we've seen from him last week coming on as a sub and again through 85 minutes here today. As Ottawa will visit Louisville City next weekend.
Always a very tough test, the two-time defending USL champs.
They haven't had the start to the season that I think they would have hoped, and will be a good battle tonight at 7 o'clock from Al Lang Stadium when they take on the Tampa Bay Rowdies, who are looking to get on top of the USL championship table over St. Louis.
2 wins and 3 losses for Louisville to start, and Ottawa will move ahead of them in the standings as long as they take care of business here in the last few minutes as Oliveira clears it back into the Loudoun half, and Francois is able to
sure yellow.
Win a free kick, and
could be red.
Looks like it's a yellow. Yellow card going against Colin Verfurth, who's had a tough second half.
Yeah, horrible first touch, and Francois just gets going. It was Hawkins that had the bad touch. But just the pace from Francois again, and look how late we are in the match now, 87th minute, and he's still flying out there.
So this free kick, about 23 yards out. Carl Howarth over this. Will he go for goal or try to pick someone out? It is right of center, so with a right foot, you would think he's going to try and pick out someone to his left inside the penalty area. No, he's going for goal and misses on the near post. 88th minute, Ottawa Fury FC 2, Loudoun United 0 as we've got a Loudoun goal kick.
Probably hoping that Earl Edwards was thinking the same way you were, that he was going to go across the face of goal. Instead, he tries near post, was a couple inches the wrong side of goal, but a good effort from the Fury captain.
As Loudoun concede possession again. Aiden Daniels for Charlie Ward. Now on the left side, Kevin Oliveira. Daniels into the middle for Ward. Here's Francois. Good ball towards Hundle, but Edwards off his line, able to jump on that. 89th minute, 2-0 Fury. Goes out again for an Ottawa throw.
Just having a look at the shot count, 18-4 in favor of Ottawa, with 7 of those shots coming on target for the Fury, just 2 for the visitors. And again, while Ottawa were similar in the statistical categories of passing and possession last Saturday against Nashville, it's a much different output on the offensive side of the game from the Fury today, and I think Nikola Popovic will be very pleased with how his team responded from their first defeat of the season.
Another Ottawa throw, far touchline into the 90th minute. Gagnon Lapare gets it in to Charlie Ward. His ball looked like that went out off of Villatoro, but linesman missed that. And here's Dow for Loudoun. His ball broken up by Carl Howarth. Fury looked to counter. Oliveira for Aiden Daniels. Gagnon Lapare. Oliveira. Fourth official shows a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time to be played. Gagnon Lapare's ball met by Villatoro, back to Earl Edwards. And he sends it back into the Ottawa half. Murphy trying to get in behind Mayer Giguère, and Irving steps up outside his penalty area for Ottawa and clears it back into the middle of the park. Overhead kick there from Oliveira. Again, has to be careful on a yellow card. As Loudoun work it middle of the park here in the Ottawa half. Played wide right, Presley with the cross. Oh, and it went on goal and on target, and Callum Irving forced to make a save. I don't think he meant that as a shot, but nonetheless, it is the most difficult stop of the match from Callum Irving, who sends it over the bar for a Loudoun corner.
Yeah, well, Irving was certainly playing that for the cross and able to correct the positioning and get the arm across the body and punch it over the bar.
About a minute and a half left in stoppage time. As Irving's run over in the 6-yard box, but Ottawa through Francois able to clear it back into the Loudoun half anyways.
Charlie Ward went down there for a minute. Looks like he has a bit of a cramp, but play continued on.
Here's Oliveira. Looks to catch Loudoun on the counter, gets it to Aiden Daniels as Hundle was making a run, but Oliveira held it. Now Daniels towards the corner flag. And it's an Ottawa throw here. We have about 40 seconds left in stoppage time, and they will bring Charlie Ward off here as Jamar Dixon will be the last sub to be used for Ottawa, as Ward getting some treatment on the turf.
Well, it looked as though just a cramp, nothing overly serious, or so we hope for Charlie Ward. And again, marshaled the game for Ottawa Fury FC from the back line forward here today. And when you look at it, 573 passes on the day for Ottawa, 83% completion rate, and he's been at the heart of so many of those.
So Dixon will check in, but the next stoppage, and now he should be able to come onto the park. Here comes Jamar Dixon. This will be a brief appearance because we've already played the 3 minutes of stoppage time. Ottawa holds it at the corner flag. Hundle. It's a Loudoun throw. No, it's a Loudoun free kick. And there's the final whistle. Ottawa Fury FC, dominant start to finish. They get goals from Moore Sam and Kevin Oliveira, and they win at 2-0 here this afternoon against Loudoun United.
Yeah, well, when you play a game like that, the scoreline should be of no surprise, and I think the big question was after last week against Nashville, how would this team respond? And if this is how Ottawa Fury FC is going to respond from a loss this season, they're going to do themselves quite well. A very impressive performance from start to finish from Ottawa Fury FC, especially from Kevin Oliveira, a goal and assist on the day, but there's a lot of players that you could point out their role in the 3 points earned by Ottawa here at home, their first victory of the season, and hopefully more to come at TD Place.
Back with more in a moment. This is Ottawa Fury FC Soccer.
Are we going to do man of the match?
I don't know. Are we doing man of the match? Who do you want?
These photos I had
Oliveira?
to dig for.
He's the
I
easy
would
one.
Hide from photos.
I would say Carl,
but what I would say to my former self is
we'll go Oliveira.
just get started.
I guess kind of have to
just
now.
begin. Go into Good Life.
Broadcasters go the other way.
Go to a class. Just start.
Come on, come on.
I'm going to have to explain myself, but that's okay.
So tough to give them a run
well,
in the
for
city,
calling
but
Loudoun Bush League.
They really love it here.
I'm sure someone there is not going to be happy about that.
Be gentle, be gentle.
We're making friends.
You're not going to do it here, are you?
Well, no, but I'm going to.
That's mine. Off.
Come on, time to go. Come here.
The all-new Crosstrek.
Come here. Now.
It's up for it.
Oh, no. Oh, there he goes.
I just shampooed him this morning.
There are 8 million kids in Canada. By the time I finish this sentence, 6 of us will be cyberbullied. By the end of the month, 1 million. Bullied. We're not okay with that.
Welcome back inside TD Place. AJ Jakubek, Graham Ivory with you here as Ottawa Fury FC pick up their second win of the season. They've got 7 points in 4 matches into a playoff spot with a 2-0 win here today over Loudoun United. Pretty comprehensive, dominant performance by Fury today.
Yeah, start to finish, they knew what the task was. They knew what they needed to know about their opposition, and yeah, possession is part of their game this year. So is the volume of passing, but one of the keys was possession with a purpose, and they did a lot with the possession that they had today, really penetrating the penalty area of Loudoun, and Moore Sam, after coming on and impressing as a sub last week, gets the start and does well, scoring his first goal in Fury colors. He looked dominant, but really that entire front three from Ottawa looked very dangerous on the day, and Cristiano Francois, with a bit more luck, probably could have had a few of his own. But over the course of 90 minutes, you saw the same thing from Ottawa Fury, and even at halftime you had mentioned, look, this has been a team that has done well in the first half this year. How could they replicate that in the second half? Well, you got a full 90-minute effort from Ottawa today. They pressed Loudoun into making mistakes. That's what led to Kevin Oliveira's goal, and that's what really put this game out of reach.
For our man of the match, it's the man with 1 goal and 1 assist. It's Kevin Oliveira.
Look, Kevin Oliveira is a player who you're going to see a lot of touches with. He was one of the most effective players in many games for them last year, and he needs to be one of the most effective players on a regular basis for Ottawa this year. You see it on the score sheet, but he did a lot away from the ball again today. And when he's running, when he's engaged in the game, when he's creating that high line of pressure, that's what also makes him a dangerous player away from the ball. We saw all of that from him today, and that's why he's our man of the match.
And when you look at the match stats, 61% possession, 18 for the shots, 7-2 shots on target, really 2-0. I think pretty fair result. If anything, it could have been a little bit worse.
Yeah, the scoreline could have been different, although full credit to Callum Irving. He gets the clean sheet in his debut this for the season anyways, but he did have to make some timely saves. And in a game like this, when it's easy for defenders and goalkeepers to switch off because you haven't had a lot to do on that end of your game for several stretches of the game, Callum Irving was sharp. Thomas Mayer-Giguère, I think, bounced back with a really good game from Ottawa today. Dakota Barnathan, again, another good performance from him in Ottawa's back line. And that's what they need, and hopefully this builds confidence going into Louisville City next weekend. That'll be an important road match where, look, as it stands right now, you've done well to start the season on the road, picking up 4 out of 6 points. You want to go there and say, look, our goal is at least to get a point. If we take more, hey, that's the cherry on top. But with what we've seen from Ottawa, if they play like this, I think they have a good chance of coming away with some points on the road next weekend.
All right, Ottawa's next match comes next week at Louisville, and then in 2 weeks' time, Ottawa Fury back home to face Atlanta United 2. That's on April 28th. That's a great day. That's my birthday.
Oh, great. We're going to make you wear a hat for that broadcast.
Well, I don't even know if I'm going to be here for that one.
You'll be here.
All right, on behalf of our entire crew, our fabulous crew, Tyler McDonald, Graham Ivory, Gordon Smith, I'm AJ Jakubek saying so long. Final score again, Ottawa Fury FC 2, Loudoun United 0. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have yourself a great weekend.
Copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.